The Man Who Moved a Mountain. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Mythos. Today, I want to share with you a story that proves one thing: no dream is too big when your heart refuses to give up. This is the true story of Dashrath Manji, the man who moved a mountain. Dashrath was a poor laborer from a small village in India. He didn't have power, wealth, or education. He had nothing except an unbreakable spirit. His village was surrounded by a huge mountain. That mountain separated his people from the nearest town, hospital, and school. To reach those places, they had to walk for over 50 kilometers around the mountain, a journey that took hours. One day, tragedy struck. Dashrath's wife, Falguni, was bringing him food across that mountain. She slipped, fell, and was badly injured. There was no hospital nearby. By the time Dashrath managed to take her to the town on the other side, it was too late. He lost the love of his life, not because of fate, but because of that mountain standing in their way. Most people would have accepted that pain and moved on. But Dashrath couldn't. He looked at the mountain and said, "This mountain killed my wife. I will make sure no one else suffers like I did." And from that day, he made a promise to carve a road through the mountain with his own hands. He didn't have machines. He didn't have help. He had just a hammer, a chisel, and an impossible dream. People laughed at him. They said, "You're crazy. You can't move a mountain." But Dashrath didn't listen. Every morning, before the sun rose, he started working. He would strike the rock again and again, piece by piece, under the burning sun. He worked alone, barefoot, for years. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Still, he kept going. When it rained, he worked. When it burned, he worked. When people mocked him, he smiled and kept striking the stone. For 22 years, Dashrath Manji continued carving that mountain all by himself. He cut through 110 meters of rock and created a path 30 feet wide and 360 feet long. The distance between his village and the nearest town, which once took 55 kilometers to travel, was now only 15. One man, one hammer, one dream. He turned a mountain into a road. He turned his pain into purpose. And he proved that determination is stronger than stone. When reporters finally found out about his story, they asked him, "How did you do it?" He said, "When I started, people called me mad. When I finished, they called me God. I am neither. I am just a man who did not want anyone else to suffer." What a simple but powerful message. He didn't move the mountain for fame or money. He did it out of love, loss, and compassion. He showed the world that even one person, with pure intention, can make a difference. Dashrath Manji died in 2007, but his road still stands today, connecting his once isolated village to the outside world. They call him the Mountain Man. His life became a legend, a movie, and an inspiration to millions. And his story teaches us something timeless. You don't need to be rich to make an impact. You don't need a title to make a change. You just need the courage to start and the strength to never stop. Sometimes, the world will laugh at your dreams. Sometimes, you'll feel alone, misunderstood, or too small to make a difference. But remember Dashrath Manji, the man who moved a mountain not with strength, but with will. He once said, "If your determination is strong, then even God will give you strength." And he was right. No dream is too big. No goal is too far. No mountain is too high when your purpose is true. So, if life puts a mountain in your way, don't stop. Pick up your hammer of effort, your chisel of patience, and start. Because step by step, strike by strike, you'll carve your own road, just like the mountain man. Thank you for watching The Man Who Moved a Mountain. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Miss Mythos for more motivational and life-changing stories. Remember, sometimes, the smallest hands can create the biggest miracles.